I'm afraid to leave home after dark, and I look over my shoulder during the day just to go shopping. I'm grateful to have a home, and I like the area. It's very central. We have a multifaceted community, good public transport, and I feel a sense of belonging. I also feel a connection with some of my neighbours and community workers who provide so much support and guidance. But there is a downside. Bad behaviour by many residents, danger all around, and because of unnerving sounds through the day and night, I often feel as if I'm living in an asylum. Even being in the building at home can sometimes be a chilling experience. One day I was watching the ABC midday news and I hear a loud banging. Boom, boom, boom. It shakes the building. The sound comes from the entrance of the building. I open my door, step towards the noise, and I see a fellow tenant. He's outside the building and he's balancing a very large, thick wooden beam in his body and is rhythmically ramming the beam into the door, making the building shake. Just how I could manage the courage to open the door and face this person, I don't know, but I did. And I asked softly, "Why are you doing this?" And he muttered, "Every time I ring the intercom, no one answers the bloody door." He dropped the beam, came inside, and climbed the stairs to his unit. He repeated this several times over a period of weeks until finally his friend gave him a swipe key. Here's another example. One Sunday afternoon, I'm making lunch for my friend and me. I hear a knock on the door and someone calling my name. I open my door. It's a neighbour's visitor. He looks at me and says, "Can you ring my mum and tell her I'm doing a gig today?" I say his name in surprise, and he starts shouting, "If you don't want to do it, get effed, you dog." Then continues to shout obscenities at the top of his voice. He finally left, threatening to kill my friend and me. We went inside to the kitchen to make our lunch. Suddenly a face appears at the open kitchen window, and it's his face again shouting, "You wait, I'll come back and kill you." Then more obscenities. Then there was quiet. My friend and I were now shaking. We sat down, and after some discussion, I decided to call the police. We both gave our statements to the police. It then took 5 days to find this man. He was jailed. When released, his bail conditions were not to approach us or to come into the area. I'm now seeking accommodation in another area. My inquiries at the court to take out a PAVO against him were as follows. It would take at least 4 to 5 months to come to court. It was questionable that he would even attend. Eventually, should the case be heard and result in his favour, I would need to pay the court and solicitor costs. I didn't apply for a PAVO as I believed the outcome would have been in his favour. I'm still living in the same unit. He's visiting in this building, at times stays overnight, and it's very discouraging. Since September 2011, this area has had 1 suicide and 3 murders, and all were very close to where I live.